Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Room 2 Part 3. So we've got a whole new room to explore here, and it's certainly very pretty. So we've got a camera over here which is missing something in the back by the looks of it. Part of the lens is missing. Okay. Then we've got a gaming table over here with what looks like tarot cards. And those are movable. Then we've got a button here. And I can see these match up. So we're missing death and stasis. No, death and stars, sorry. What else have we got in this room? We've got a bureau. We've got a couple of notes that I'll visit in a moment. Some candles. And a key. And a few puzzles down there. So before we get into those, we'll read these notes. We've got a wine glass over here as well. And a cabinet with a few things in it. That key might unlock that cabinet. No, that's a different kind of a lock. Okay, let's read the notes. That looks like the lens out of the camera. Bailey and Sons, lawyers to the shipping trade, 5th of March 1883. Miss Margaret Cox, I am writing to you for the final time before I begin the proceedings I have brought to your attention. Since my brother's disappearance, you have attached yourself to my mother like a leech. For her sake I would prefer this to be quiet, but you are a charlatan and a fraud, and I will expose you as such if I must. Leave her be, or else the paper has offered me a full page. Robert Bailey. Interesting bit of backstory. So this wine glass doesn't do anything. And there's nothing through there. So I will put that viewfinder in the camera, but I'm just going to have a look at this note over here. And another thing I'm going to do is turn the mouse cursor on, because every time I start this video I forget. And now you should be able to see my mouse. So we'll check out this. That's an envelope. Maggie Cox, 17 Franklin Court, London, E7. For Simon Grayson, aka the Great Khan, what has become of you? You know I can tell when you're lying. I was the only one you could never fool. I know that you have it. Have you started playing without me? It sounds magnificent. This pressman isn't going to leave me alone, and you owe me so? Since when can you resist putting on a performance? We'll be pioneers. I'll be at the Lion at 9 o'clock. You'll be there, I know you, Mags. Okay, and these feet have got, well, that foot's got either a V or a Roman 5 on it. Now, will this open? Yes. So we've got a torn piece of old photograph, which obviously belongs in that cabinet. If you are here, then my travels have not been in vain. If nothing else, my promise to you gave me purpose. If I was damned for trapping you here, then now I offer you my redemption. Finally I hold the key. The secret to this world of worlds, the place of endless places. With it you may lift the veil, peek behind the curtain. We do not have to take the path that is offered. Sorry, that handwriting's a little bit hard to read at times. So we've got some numbers appearing in Roman numerals. That one doesn't do anything. Switches. Not sure what they do yet. So let's put the viewfinder in the camera and see what happens. that a small metal handle? Okay. It's not quite what I expected. Is that a token or is it just a hinge? That's just a hinge. And can we get into here yet? Not yet. It looks a bit like a windscreen, a window crank from cars before they had electric windows. And that key does move. This is going to be a tricky one, I can tell already. That doesn't look like the right slot. Can we get to the bottom of that cabinet? Down here? No. Right, so now we need to find out what these switches do. Ah, okay. So that puts the camera out there. We're still missing a flash bulb though. But let's see if we can see anything now. What did that do? Okay, so now we've got some more. That looks like that key goes in there. This looks like a Voight-Kampff machine from Blade Runner. So it's a typewriter. Can't say I've ever seen a typewriter like that before. Infinity. That looks like the same key. As does that. So, does that give us a outline? No. So that one looks like it's all just straight up and down. So there's nothing in there, nothing in there. Oh, these drawers line up with those numerals. But in which order? Okay. So this one looks like a T. There we go. And there's a big puzzle box. But we can't do anything with it yet. So, does this maybe have a marble? Whoops. I wonder if there's a marble that goes into the slide of that one. Well, that's not going to work, obviously. So we want that one there. The T is at the bottom. Let's just try that. Another puzzle. I understand, so I've got to unlock this somehow. So if we move all of those, that's not going to work. metal symbol, which must go here. A long metal lever. So I don't think that's anything to do with this. I know what it is. That goes there. I-N I-T-Y. We began at home, staring at the stars. So much to discover, so little time. Can I do anything with that? No. Staring at the stars. It's the flashbulb. I'll be honest, that was just a random guess. I had two of the numerals, so the other one had to be one of the ones from one tool, and we've got the marble too. Okay, so if that doesn't work... There we go. Like I said in the previous parts, the stars tarot card. Sometimes the puzzles seem a lot harder than they really are. Once you get into them, it's pretty straightforward. So, where can stars go? Oh, it probably goes there, look. I was hoping that would do something. But we can put the camera flash bulb in the camera. And do I have to do anything with that, or is that in? Let's have a look through the viewfinder now. Oh, that's creepy. Looks like we've got a oh, it's moving. Bit of a seance going on there. So now we've got another box with a bell on top. It looks like the top and bottom should be rotated. And what else we got? Nothing on the back. Another one of those strange keyholes there. I got it. We began at home, staring at the stars. So much to discover, so little time. I got it. We started at... if I can figure this out. We started at home, staring at the stars, so little time. voyage. Ship. Voyage. I wonder, how do we clear this? What if we type voyage? V-O-Y-A-G-E. Countless ships bore us, triumphant to a hidden temple. It was at home you proved a shallow friend. Okay. This is quite interesting, actually. I'm enjoying this. So we want voyage, temple, friend, home. Endless. Another thing I have noticed as well, this newspaper clipping up here on the wall. Miss Margaret Cox, contact your deceased loved ones. So obviously this person was into seances and things. E N D L E S S. Keep trying to push the wrong button. Under these alien stars, I courted only death. I am saved by science, my muse. Now that was interesting, because I noticed it carried on typing, but nothing out was coming. Up, up, down, down, up. I might just grab a quick picture of that. And for you guys at home, I'll take a screenshot and put it on the video so you can see it. Stars, death, science. Stars, death, science. Stars. Ah, now the death card's missing. So, let's find that thing again, which is already on your screen, lucky you. Up, up, down. I wonder if this is the bell. How do I do this? I don't think this is right. Up, up, down. Up, down, down, up. The switches. Up, up, down. Up, up, down, up. Down, down, up. Up, up, down. Up, down, down. Down, up. And there's the tarot card. Okay. I've got to remember what the message was now. I think it was death and home? No. Stars, death, science. Stars, death, science. Stars, death, science. Well, that broke the bell. Hope. Wonder what would happen if I replayed this and just skipped to the last one. Okay, so we want H O P E. The null graced me with time for a dozen lives' work. Now death returns to take his due. No hidden messages this time, so null, death, null, time, death. So I wonder if null means no card, and all I need is just time and death. Time and death. No. Temple, Voyage, Sanctuary, Knowledge, Cosmos. So we need that null card. I notice the bell's broken now. Ah. Now we can rotate the clapper from the bell. Now I know where that goes. Is that another piece I can take, or is that just a broken bit? That's just a broken bit. So that should fit into here. A brass dial. That looks like it belongs to a safe. And I think that should also open this cabinet. Only opens one side. This looks interesting. A decorative plate. Does that go there? Okay. So that middle circle doesn't change. And do we have any... No, we don't. So that must go there. I'm trying to stay in the center of the webcam without peering at my screen. And that must go that way around by the looks of it. There. Khan. K-H-A-N. Well, that's a bit sneaky. So that must go in there. This must be... K... Oh, okay. So I've got to get this correct first time. K... Oh, I did it again. K... H... A... N... And it's the null card. Cool. So that goes here. Well, this is certainly getting more destructive each time. Apparently there's a gentleman at the table. So he's got a pocket watch. Oh, I see. That's giving me a key, which is nice. Keys are always useful in this game. And he's got another note. At least I think it's a he. Now you see the truth of it. Time within this place works differently from without an hour, a day, a century. Who is to stay? A pity. I had to wait here to see you on your final step of the journey. Everything is in readiness. Take this. Use it to find the room. Is that the null element? Chapter complete. You are to be congratulated. You escaped the curious events of the seance with all your facilities intact. So I'm going to call it here. Really enjoying this still. The puzzles are fantastic, and it's certainly getting creepy with the body and the tarot cards and things flying around the room. So hopefully you'll join me again for the next part. Until then, I'll see you later.